Lawmakers appear to be moving quickly to address the situation by preparing a series of anti-vaping bills.
Anytime you have that kind of a health situation and an emergency like that, it does move the needle.
Lawmakers are alarmed at the number of cases of people sickened by suspected vaping-related illnesses. We're at 21 cases reported statewide. That number is expected to grow when new figures are released next week. The Utah Department of Health is still working to figure out what exactly is causing it.
But we certainly need to address it and try to figure out why and where.
The legislature has been looking at bills to crack down on vaping, especially with high numbers of youth taking it up. Proposed bills include raising the tax on vaping products to the same level as tobacco.
We could do some kind of a registration process similar to what we did with CBD and Kratom, and that would certainly clear that up. And what we do there is require the manufacturers or the distributors to register the product and then prove through testing that they are not impure.
We're all for sensible legislation, and we don't want this in the hands of minors either.
Juan Bravo is the head of a group that represents vaping businesses in the state. He believes the recent illnesses may not be from stores.
And unfortunately, it's been happening due to, calling it for what it is, black market. It's been primarily not vapor products that are sold in vapor stores. It's been primarily THC cartridges that are being just bought on the black market, and that's completely unregulated.
Bravo says they don't oppose some regulation, but do oppose taxing products at the same rate as tobacco. At 86%, the price of cigarettes is about $7. For vaping juice, it would go up to $50.
We're on the same side here. We're not against regulation. We're for sensible regulation. We're absolutely for youth prevention. Then I think we can get somewhere.
For years now, a vaping tax has actually failed to pass the legislature. The Senate Majority Leader says he also wants to see more done to educate youth on the dangers of vaping.
Then you have certain members of the legislature that are tax averse, and also certain members of the legislature that don't believe that this is the only solution. I happen to be one of those. I think that we need to raise the tax and get it up to a certain price point, but that's a tool, but I think there's some other things that need to be addressed.
Now, some of these could come during a special session of the legislature expected next month. Others will be introduced during the 2020 session of the legislature that begins in January. On the Hill, Ben Winslow, Fox 13 News, Utah.